What's up YouTube, I'm Zero Zeus and welcome back to another Boruto video. This is going to be my Boruto episode 157 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching, and let's get right into the video because this is the car actuation arc, right? Only reason why I said it like that because it's like super hype, right? Me myself, let me just say first off, I wasn't the biggest fan of Sai working with Sasuke, but it was like that their relationship and their personalities working together kind of works out for me. Like, it's really funny for me, so I kind of like that. This episode was super cool, detective-esque, like all up in there. They even had I cannot think of what the name of the team is, but around about when they had that one episode about them, I knew who they were. But basically the kid that everybody thought was Kakashi's son, or could be Kakashi's son, or whatever, hit the team that he's with. They had him and his team running research basically on the Hidden Rain village, and I think that's just like so cool because it just like you have the people in the background doing something, even though we don't know they're doing anything, they're doing something. So it's not like they're just sitting around in the ether somewhere waiting. So they're basically coming back with intel for Sasuke and Sai, and they meet them way before Sasuke and Sai meet Garashi. I think that's what his name is, right? Now this dude is like a common case, right? It seems like he's a war victim and stuff like that. It's just like everything with him just hit home. I'm not even gonna lie, they hit home runs with him because I did not see anything from this character. Now, I'm just gonna say that until we get further into the video. But the way that they meet him and the way that they're cursing him, and for them being a powerful nation and how they didn't come and rush to the smaller people's help and stuff like that, and how he kind of blames, basically when he meets Sasuke and stuff. Let me just explain his story and you can better understand what's going on. When he meets Sasuke and Sai, he's basically telling them the story of how him and his friends, they encountered Kara in their organization. They were basically following him around, and just like I know, they knew they were there. They knew they were there the whole time. There's no way they would just be in there and Kara doesn't know that they're following them. Some regular people are tailing them and they don't know. That's hard for me to believe. But so basically his friends, they ended up getting caught, and they ended up getting gassed trying to escape, and the building collapsed, and it's just this whole really sad story, right? And he puts the bigger nations and stuff at the forefront because they're like, I think he said, like, if they feel like this was a problem, if they feel like they need to handle it, not in his exact words, but if they feel like they needed to handle it, why didn't they come sooner and stuff like that? So it just like, dang, yeah, it kind of make you feel bad for him a little bit, right? So basically they make the pact, or they just make a little deal that you help me, I help you, you scratch my back, I scratch yours type stuff. And basically he's leading them to where their old base used to be. Like, the purpose of is not because they don't expect to find Kara. That is, like, they don't expect to find Kara, but maybe they can find evidence, clues, or something. Basically this whole mission was to just confirm the existence of Kara, and I think you can pretty much say by the end of this episode that is done. But so they're getting led by Garashi or whatever, and he pulls out like a mouse in a bag, and he shows the mouse going down the tunnel. Basically tell him, like, he uses that to determine which way is the best way to go and stuff like that. And he's like, he has a little bit of experience down here too. So, like, he has experience in the tunnels that you can actually go through. So it's just like, yeah, this guy's just like panning out. It was like at no point in time did I feel like, hey, him, watch him. He is, he's on that whole Batai beat. Like, I didn't know that. So basically, they get to this big giant rock, and he's like, his friends are just beyond this rock, and he couldn't move it himself because he stated before in the beginning of the episode and multiple times walking through the caves that he isn't really that good in ninjutsu and he only knows a little bit of it, right? And so basically Sasuke whole OG moment, it was just really nice to see him bust out the Chidori, right? And they agree to help him, and he destroys the boulder with the Chidori. That was a super hype moment for me in the episode, because it just like I wasn't expecting anything like that. And next thing you know, Garashi just takes off. He just takes off running, and I guess at this moment, I'm just going to explain. So basically, Sasuke and Sai, they go after him, and Garashi's on the ground, and it looks like he's dead. Like he's just like somebody knocked him out, or he's like dead, right? And next thing you know, his body disappears. He's a whole clone, and he's been trying to set them up, and he works for Kara the whole time. He's a part of the Outer, right? Did not know this at all. They had me fooled the whole episode. If you knew, good for you. But me, I did not know. They definitely had me played all the way to the left. So basically, his whole plan was to lead them there and kill them, right? And, you know, it's so crazy that his devotion, like, he hates the fact that nobody can help him so much. Like, maybe I'm getting this wrong, but this is why, like, he is just willing, even if Kara is trying to get rid of him, even if they're trying to kill him, and he is just willing to get rid of everybody. And he basically understands, like, I don't know if it was like he was poisoned, I don't really know what's going on there, but he knows basically Kara is, you know, they wanted him to die. He knows that, and he's explaining this with Sai and Sasuke, and, you know, it's just like, he still doesn't care how bad it was. He still was willing to do it. He was still willing to die, and he just actually took his knife and committed suicide, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm like, this guy just committed suicide on Boruto, and they let us see him do it. Like, that, I was not, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, like that, the whole time had me completely fooled. I was definitely not expecting that. So basically he dies, and they really don't get any information, because as soon as they're like, the cave is collapsing, and they see the opening, they see what they need. Like, he sees little things like some of the equipment that you would see in Orochimaru's laboratory and stuff in there, and I think it's like they're bioengineering something. I'm just gonna put it like that. And basically along the same lines as Orochimaru, they're testing, they're experimenting on people. It's happening. It's like, these are really good things to be hearing from Boruto right about now. Like, you know, not to rag on the anime or anything, because I'm definitely with it all the way, but it's just like, I like to hear like those little things like that, instead of like, like I said, this is not going to be me ragging on this video, so I'm not even going to do it. But yeah, so basically they leave. They could get more information, but they would basically have to be crushed alive to do it. Even though I just feel like in some type of way Sasuke could have managed that. But yeah, basically they go back to the Leaf and explain to Naruto what they found, and all they can basically say is that Kara exists. And then after Naruto declares like the war isn't really over until the war is over everywhere, you have this scene with the Kara members, and they're basically talking amongst each other. You see them pan out and show all of them, and you see them zoom in on Jigen, and just like, it's here. And you know, he starts talking about how just because one shinobi found something doesn't mean they know our purpose or stuff like that. Like, because I guess if they did, then it would be a really bad thing for them. But anyway, this is the end of the video. I feel like I've been talking about this long enough. Yeah, but this is my Boruto episode 157 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching.